Hello, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kurt, and welcome back to Far Lands or Bust. Emphasis on the far today. I hear footsteps outside. Footsteps! No, I hear footsteps outside. It might be that chicken, but that experience we had in the last episode where the creeper was like, hello, has me a little bit on edge. I think it's probably that chicken. But in case it's not, I'm going to run, jump. Okay, it's just the chicken. How dare you freak me out thusly. Okay, let's secure the hidey hole. Oop. Ooh, that was an interesting way to do it. Let's ditch some of this overflow. Let's grab Wolfie, and this way is west. Hey, stop being invisible, chicken. Get hit. Get a Wolfie job. Boosh! Oh, and I guess a feather. I should, carrying around a bunch of feathers, should consider farming some gravel, to perhaps get some more arrows. How am I doing on arrows? 30, not bad. But regardless, I digress, and I'm also heading to the left, even though I said I would start heading to the right, because I'm way off course here, but who cares? We're still going west is the major direction. Oh! Alright, forest fire. Let's not go that way, Wolfie. That means there's lava over there. Woof, indeed. But yeah, we're back at Far Lands or Bust. Sorry. If I seem a little bit out of it, it's because I am. Things are just weird. Weird. A weird, wacky, wild world of sports. But yeah, I'm back here, Far Lands or Bust, and I wanted to come back. A few things have happened. One of which, most importantly, a surge of very generous generosity. More feathers. A very generous generosity from the Farlanders. We are now up to, in the last episode, we were about $1,600 or something like that for Child's Play charity. But today, on episode 184, we are up to $2,255.89 over at farlandsorbust.com, raising money for Child's Play charity. So we're past 2%. Another percent in the bag. So yes, that's amazing. I do appreciate that. And I mostly want to thank... I saw a trend, a statistical anomaly that associated itself with that surge of very generous contributions to Child's Play charity. They all had to do with, perhaps you saw, I tried my best to link. I even had it playing on my YouTube channel page for a while, but a good friend, the Assyrian Assassin, aka Pungence, aka B00's brother, made this really awesome video, a musical parody, if you will, called Come Back Wolfie. And I will link it in the video description below, and perhaps in an annotation if I remember, which I probably won't, but it's really cool. And it was all about, obviously, losing Wolfie, and that he was in the chat, he was in Skype during flob-athon when we lost Wolfie, so it apparently affected him at a deep down level. But he made an awesome song. He's quite the singer himself. The musical talent runs strong in that family. But yeah, he made this cool video, and a lot of people I saw in the comments. You can leave a little note or a comment when you leave a Child's Play charity donation is the word I'm looking for, and a lot of people saying, "Oh, I saw via Pungence's video, and congratulations for getting Wolfie back and all that fun stuff." But yeah, it's really awesome, and honestly, there are a lot of these parody videos, especially pertaining to video games and things, where people take a pop song and include it, change the words to make it seem like Mega Man, or you're talking about consoles or something like that. And in all honesty, did I say that right the first time? Like I said, I'm out of it today. In all honesty, they're all crap. The majority of them are crap. The ones that try to be funny aren't, and then the ones that try to be serious should be funny, because we're talking about video games. But anyway, most of them are crap, and perhaps it's my own personal involvement with the whole Wolfie thing, but this one is awesome. And even in the video, he used a lot of really cool effects that included a lot of the awesome Far Lands or Bust fan art that you guys have posted throughout the years. We've been doing this for over a year, but for the years of Far Lands or Bust, so really cool. So yeah, go over, check that out. Subscribe. He's on the, for those of you who don't know, he's on the Mindcrack fan server with people like Schism and Lorgon111 and careful, Wolfie. We're talking about very important songs that have been written about you. Don't go jumping off of cliffs now. But yeah, go check that out. Subscribe to his channel, and I know in the future we'll be seeing a lot more of him. We just did last night a late night going along with the people on the West Coast. I suddenly got the Interpol song in my head, but along the West Coast we were playing Ghostcraft. Ghostcraft. I over-enunciated that, I think. Ghostcraft, which is kind of Justra's little pet project that he's been working on with, I think, the same guys who worked on Mine Z. I could be incorrect in that, but I think that's what he said. But yeah, we were playing on there with a bunch of people like Schism, Pungence, Assyrian Assassin, I never know what to call you, BOO, Generic B, Juice, obviously, he was live streaming it. We were looking for more people. I finally got together and we invited Cheeb. Her channel is I Am Cheeb. And little known channel named CNanners joined us for a little bit, but yeah, that was really cool, and that's kind of a cool thing that Juice has been working on for a long amount of time, weeks and weeks and weeks, and it's now out in beta. So look forward. I'll have more information and details on that when I actually have videos going up. But yeah, look for videos from people involved there, and more videos like that. That was fun. It was a late night for me, so that's one of the reasons I'm a little bit out of it, because I'm a little bit tired. My sleeping schedule was all out of whack. I should actually be adjusting my sleep schedule to go... Where's the sun? There it is. To go in the opposite direction if I want to start sleep shifting for heading to Minecon Paris, which... What is today, the 25th? It's in 1 month, guys. Minecon is in 1 month. What sort of madness is this? Ha! And we still don't know any further additional details beyond the day we bought the tickets. Or failed to buy the tickets, rather. But yeah, that's crazy, so... Woof indeed. I don't know, it'd be really cool if I could, before Minecon, maybe we could try... we had a nice surge here. Like I said, we're at over $2,000 for Child's Play charity. Maybe by the time Minecon rolls around, we can have add on, move the decimal place over. Maybe we could get $10,000 by the time Minecon in 1 month. I'll have to plan some a little bit more well-planned live streams than I've done in the past. These impromptu ones, but perhaps some live streams to get the funds a-raisin, if you will. Raisins. I don't really like raisins, actually. Well, shriveled up grapes. Honestly, who thought of that? Some guy left his grapes out on the lawn for too long, and then they got all shriveled up. He's like, I know, I will sell these to people and call them raisins. They're nutritious and delicious. Taste just like sadness. Indeed. But yeah, what else is going on? We did that recording. I also, this weekend, got into a very interesting, I've been waiting a long time, a very interesting beta weekend for a game I'm looking forward to. So hopefully we'll have some videos up for you of a new video game this weekend. I don't know how... It's a closed beta, so it feels exclusive, but I'm not sure how exclusive it is. So I might not have the scoop on anybody, but I've been really looking forward to this game. So I'm sure some of you can guess if you're aware with current video game news. But I'm in that beta, and there's no NDA, so we'll be able to put up videos from that. So looking forward to that. let's go to sleep and continue talking in the morning. Dang it, I knew that was going to happen. Here we go. Woof! And a beta access to a video game-ness. That one didn't roll off the tongue at all. Woof, I know, Wolfie, I know. I'm terrible. Halloween's coming up in 5 days as well. Pumpkins. What else? Oh, yeah, I guess since I've been... Ooh, hello. I've been doing a little bit of a... Sorry. Lol. I've been doing a little bit of a, I guess, channel update, videos to look forward to. It's looking more and more like our Borderlands 2 series might not be continuing indefinitely. We're just not... We're having fun, and I think we're having the most fun just because it's the four of us, BOO, Justra, and Generic B and I. So we're looking for... We're looking for... Those zombies are loud. Looking for other things that we can all do as a group, but Borderlands 2 just isn't... It is a business decision. It's just not at all getting the type of views that make it worthwhile for those of us... Oh, whoa. That was interesting. So yeah. So I apologize for the 10 people who watched that series, but that might be going away for a while. And also, spoilers, the KGBs. We had an epic finale to our Vex's Super Hostile Spellbound Caves series. If you haven't seen that, check that out. It's a you know, with four of us, we went through that map like pros. Like pros, I say. Like we play Minecraft for a living. No. But yeah, we went through that map like pros. So if you're looking for like a really... if you want to watch a Super Hostile series, but you don't want to like dedicate 100 episodes or videos that you'll have to watch to watch one from beginning to end, watch the KGBs and Spellbound Caves. Only 8 episodes. But it's a lot of fun. That's cool. So perhaps in addition to doing stuff with the... I don't know, we don't really have a name for ourselves. The Borderlands crew. Not going to be much of a Borderlands crew if we're not playing Borderlands, but the KGBs, perhaps we'll find, since we had so much success with that, we'll think of something else to do together. Just not Race for Wool. We've decided that just simply is not our cup of tea. What else is going on? So yeah, okay, that's a brief channel update. I don't know, it's the late nights and weird weather. I don't know how many of you live in the Midwest, or perhaps everywhere is getting weird weather, but you know, it's getting to the end of October. It was getting kind of cold. You know, we had some nights there that flirted with the freezing, and you know, we were in the 40s and 50s for a while. So you know, I'm all set. I'm getting, you know, I'm busting out the sweaters and stuff like that. I kind of like the cold weather. It's nice and comfortable and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, these last 2 days, let's become 80 degrees and humid for some reason. And like right now, I think a cold front is coming through to kind of fix that. But it's like gonna... I apologize if there's thunder or something in the background because a nice front... Whoop, have I been... No, I think I just got confused. I looked out my window. Yeah, I wasn't walking the wrong way, was I? No. But yeah, that's really weird and annoying, and I'd already switched to my flannel bed sheets. So like past 2 nights, I haven't slept at all, aside from playing video games up until 2 a.m. But also just you know, being drenched in sweat. Yes, I realize I could swap out the bed sheets, but not for like 1 night. So I'm just out of it that way, and yeah, so yeah, and now these long, not long, but these kind of serieses like the Spellbound Caves and the Borderlands, where we're able to record a bunch at once and have kind of a schedule for everything to come out on. Those have ended, so I've got to get back on the horse again and try to figure out what else I can fill in the time slots here and actually do my part of being a YouTuber. Woof! Indeed. Wolfie agrees. I think he wants more Farlands or Bust. I do too, so let's try to get more Farlands or Bust. And let's try to explore this exposed spawner. Yeah, we've got time for that. It's middle of the day. You're going to sit, because I don't trust such things. I don't want to do that, because I want to have access to that. Bread I'll take. I have no use for buckets or gunpowder. And that actually looks like that is the only chest. Otherwise there would be a bump here. A bump. What kind of spawner is it? Zombies. And I do hear a skeleton as well. Oh. Alright, thank you for the bread, Zombies. I appreciate it. It will come in handy the next time Wolfie glitches into me. Hey! Whee! Boop. Alright, let's get going. So yeah, what was I saying? I forgot. The weird weather. Oh yeah, it's hot and humid, and I've been tempted to turn the air conditioning on, but I did not do such things. Okay. Anyway, let's get to some questions. That's something I do a lot in this series, is answer your questions that you can ask in the comments below. As anticipated, the last video's comments were... Stop it, Wolfie! I'm trying to... Okay, I'm gonna accidentally punch him. The last video's comments were kind of spam... Damn it, Wolfie! We're kind of spammed with question marks because I kind of... Oh my god! Why? Let me take this workbench, you stinker! Thank you. It's trying my patience. Went all the way back for you, and that's the thanks I get. But yeah, the last video's comments were kind of spam with question marks, so it was kind of hard to go through all those questions, but I do have some left over from previous videos and stuff, and then the last episode I kind of mentioned and talked about coffee. My current... I don't want to say I'm like some sort of coffee aficionado or connoisseur of any description, but perhaps it's a hobby, a hobbyist. I don't really, as I've mentioned, I don't really drink coffee to get the caffeine, you know, ooh, gotta get the energy or wake up or anything like that. It's more about the taste, and it's kind of a cool kind of routine to get in the morning. It's like, especially with like the Chemex, it's kind of like doing a science experiment every morning. But yeah, I mentioned that, and then I also mentioned that I mostly get my coffees from Intelligentsia, which is a roaster here in Chicago, but also in LA they have a location and roasting works, I guess. A little bit more on the gourmet, the you know, not so mass-produced as your Starbucks or your Folgers or your other coffees that you may be familiar with. But I got a lot of questions after that. Some people said, "Oh, I ordered some stuff from Intelligentsia after your recommendation. It better be good." Shakes fist. And then I also got some questions about, I was looking at their website, which coffees do you recommend? I'd like to try it out. More recently from Chippa1337, but other people asked me similar things. And it's something, they don't have the same, they have some of the same blends and stuff and frequent coffees that return, but they rotate their stock throughout the season because certain coffee regions and things have their harvest at different seasons, so they want to keep it fresh for the kids. No, fresh and, you know, in season. So I don't know. If you're just starting out, if all you've had thus far is your Starbucks or your Folgers or your Dunkin' Donuts or whatever, I would suggest probably starting with the house blend, simply because it's It's a little bit easier, I guess, for the entry level. You know, if you're just getting into kind of the, I guess, gourmet coffee way to go. The house blend is kind of a basic. It's still very good, and it's still above and beyond anything you'll find in the grocery store or Starbucks or anything like that. But it's a little bit more on the welcoming side, I guess. And because it is a because it is a blend, like I mentioned in the last episode, it's a little bit, it's not like a strong single flavor or something, you know, that you have to try to nuance to pick out. It's a blend of different beans, so it's kind of a little bit more of a smoother, more complete taste, I guess you could say, of your typical coffees. So yeah, the house blend is something they always have. And that's, I think, the first one I went with. It is one of those a little bit more richer, chocolatey-ish type of coffees. So it's a lot more widely accepted. Woof! Yes, I know, Wolfie. I know. But yeah, as the sun sets, I gotta wait for it. There we go. And how about some morning coffee-ness? Woof. Woof. Right on cue. But yeah, that's what I would recommend off the bat. I mean, really, if you do want to try some of these single origin coffees, look for the ones that say they're in season, because those are going to be the freshest ones. And their website's really cool. They obviously have all their different names and what farm and region of the world they're from, but they kind of, on the website, they first and foremost highlight the type of flavors that you can expect from a coffee. So, you know, you're looking through the list of coffees, and right off the bat, this one says chocolatey, you know, nutmeg, nougaty, something or other, and this one's more citrusy and has more of a spice something to it. So, you could start out with the house blend and then try to decide, okay, maybe this kind of chocolatey thing, it's you know, your pretty basic coffee, but maybe I want to try something that's a little bit more citrusy and acidic, so then you can go back and order something that's like that. And what else? I have notes here, as if I'm like giving professional advice. I'm not. I would recommend, I don't think, and you know, to expand upon that, I don't think I've ever had a bad coffee. I did once get their Celebration blend, which is their Christmas holiday blend, that I wasn't too impressed with, but I think that's just because that is one of those spicy, citrusy, whoa. Hello. Floating slab of snow, you are not really here. Kabloomf. So yeah, I wasn't personally a fan of the Celebration blend, but that's the only coffee I've ever gotten from Intelligentsia where I've said, okay, I'm probably never going to order that again. But I mean, honestly, it was better than, like I was saying, the stuff you could normally find in stores or elsewhere. I would recommend not purchasing more than what you'll use in about 2 weeks, because it is freshly roasted. You don't want to keep it around too long or else it starts to go stale, which, again, a stale Intelligentsia is still leaps and bounds ahead of your Folgers, which is, you know, sitting there on the store shelf, stale as it is. But yeah, you want to do that. So, like, instead of getting the big 5-pound bag, unless you, like, have a family of 10 that drink coffee every morning, that's not really necessary. I usually go with the 10-ounce bags, I think, or if it's something that I know I really like, I'll just get a 1-pound bag. I order the whole bean. There is the option that they will grind it however you'd like it on the level of coarseness for your French press or your drip or anything else, or your Chemex. They can grind it for you, but again, that's something, if you do get your coffee pre-ground, it will not have as long of a shelf life. So you want to, if this is kind of a hobby you want to go for, you do want to start getting the whole bean, and you want to get your hands on a burr grinder, not a blade grinder. The blade grinders are the cheaper grinders that you'll find, but they're basically a quickly spinning blade, and that blade causes heat, and then that causes the oils to get extracted from the beans as you grind them, and it's also very uneven. The good thing about a good burr grinder, which mine I think ran about $100. I forgot what brand it is, but I mean, even on Intelligentia's website, you can go to the merchandise side, and they have a bunch of, you know, you can buy your Chemex or your French press there, or your burr grinder. They even have, you know, full-on espresso machines that you could buy for a couple grand. I think they got some there that are pretty high end, but I don't drink espresso, by the way. I'm not, that's why I can't say I'm like a connoisseur. Espresso, I guess, is like the, the strong, the coffee drinker's coffee, it's the most pure and you'll get the most flavors out of espresso, but I'm more of just a coffee. Careful, Wolfie, I see what you're trying to do up there. Well done. Okay. Woof. So yeah, that I would recommend. So yeah, burr grinder grinds a little bit more, gets the grinds even so that it extracts evenly and stuff like that. But I mean, really, yeah, there's a bunch of YouTube videos on how to use a French press, how to use a Chemex, and how to do this, how to do that. There's a bunch of websites that give you advice, and like I said, even Intelligentsia has videos and articles and stuff where you can learn if this is something you want to get into. And it is something I kind of just decided one day. I'm like, I've never really been into coffee, but it's nice to have a hobby, so that's kind of where I started from. And then I've been using the French press for so long, but yeah, I recently got the Chemex, and I think I've got it pretty close. I was having problems earlier, but I took what Zisto said in mind, and I'm starting to work with a better grind and a better temperature and method of doing the Chemex brewing, so I'm enjoying it thusly. Thusly. Not a cloud in the sky. Oh, well, except for back there. Don't look over there. Yeah, so yeah, thanks for all those questions, and I'm glad it's something that you guys are interested in. Perhaps I've introduced you to. So there we go. Also, like another frequently asked question I get is what kind of music I listen to. And I know I've mentioned this many a time, but it kind of brought back up to my mind. Recently I was just chatting on Skype with somebody who, I just kind of met through the YouTubes, and one of the questions they asked was, oh, what kind of music do you like? And it's one of those questions that's so, like, overwhelming that it's like, I don't have, like, a preset, or there's no, like, one answer for this. So I think I answered it in, like, the worst way you could answer it, just, like, afterwards it just seems really non-committal and I kind of like all music, except for country, really. But I listen to a lot of things, like that was the answer I gave, and it was the worst answer ever. So I feel like a lot of times you try to like find your favorite music and give that as an answer. I'm just going to say, what music am I listening to right now? I can always say, what music do I have on my CD in my car? Because I don't have an MP3 jack in my car, so I have to burn a CD every month or so with the hits that I'm currently, listening to over and over and over again. So yeah. So maybe, before I answer, you guys should insert into the comments below what you're currently listening to. Not your favorite bands, not what you've grown up with, or what's currently everybody else is listening to, but currently, like, you've just discovered them the last week, or this is a new album or new song that's out and you've had it on repeat. That is how we will be answering this question. I recently found St. Vincent, and she's been around for a few years doing a lot of music, but I only recently found because she did a collaborative, sound it out, Kurt, collaboration album with David Byrne. And if you don't know who David Byrne is, then I feel very sorry for the life you have lived so far. No, David Byrne, look up Talking Heads. Is it on Netflix? If it's on Netflix, look up Stop Making Sense and watch Stop Making Sense. It's a concert film. Or, I don't know, find the album Stop Making Sense, the live album, and listen to that. The Talking Heads are very, they're like the Beatles. It's, you see, without the Talking Heads, you see a lot of influences we wouldn't have, like Radiohead or Interpol, or, even though there's a little bit more Joy Division kind of inspired into them, but, all that stuff. So yeah, it's required listening, Talking Heads. But yeah, that's how I recently found St. Vincent. and then I looked. I've been using YouTube. I used to use Grooveshark or Last.fm to find new music, but I've been using YouTube. Just like you listen to music and then you look in the related videos and you're like, oh, that's cool too. And so I've been using YouTube a lot. One of my favorite songs from St. Vincent right now is Your Lips Are Red. It's got a lot of, just the song is it's a little bit more, I don't know how to explain it. It's unexplainable is what it is, and that's what's cool about it. There's a lot of that, heavy distorted guitar, but then it's also has a very light side, and it ends kind of a little bit more with a lot more melodicity. Melodicity, word invention, melody, and it's one of those songs that completely changes throughout, and I really like that in my music. And also, even though lyrics are very simple, they have a lot of that kind of poetry behind them, just like the kind of twisting of the English language is something I always like, and I look for in my music, which is another reason I'm a fan of people, like Radiohead or Interpol or things like that, who get, it's not just about the music, but if you really sit down and listen to the lyrics, there's like some really awesome stuff going on in the lyrics. So yeah, that right there would be the answer to my question of what I'm listening to right now. Also, well, speaking of Radiohead, I think it's PBS, they recently did a set at Austin City Limits. It's very awesome. Go watch that. But also, like, another thing I recently found through YouTube is Sharon Van Etten, another songwriter, a little bit more, not as... just look it up. But yeah, another one of those that I found, I think, via the YouTubes. I think she was at Lollapalooza, and I found that. I'm like, yep, this is awesome. Purchase the album on Amazon.com. So yeah, there is the answer to the current kind of music Kurt is listening to. Indeed. So yeah, that's the end of this episode. Good night, Wolfie. What is this, episode 184 of Far Lands or Bust? I thank you for joining me. You can keep going to farlandsorbust.com to contribute to Child's Play charity. Like I mentioned, just off the cuff, perhaps we can try to get to $10,000 before Minecon. 1 month from today. 1 month from today is when Minecon is starting, so... Woo! I'm not nervous or anything. Where's my inhaler? I don't have an inhaler. I'm out of wooden planks. Okay, well, remind me for the next episode. I need wooden planks. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, let's try to do that. And that's like I was attempting to say is over at farlandsorbust.com. Just use the chip-in widget on the homepage, and you can see your contribution to add to the progress bar. Bah, indeed, good sir. Bah, indeed. But yeah. Thank you. Once again, you can subscribe using the little subscribe button above this video. I know there have been some rumors, partly confirmed by the analytics, that YouTube is continuing to go through its growing pains and is doing some of those automated unsubscriptions from inactive accounts. I'm doing air quotes. I don't know if you can hear these in the microphone, but air quotes, inactive accounts. So... even if you think you're subscribed, make sure you're still subscribed to my channel and your other favorite channels. Leave a comment, ask me your questions, let me know what music you're listening to, and I will see you next time. Wait, no, damn it, I always mess up. I don't have an outro. I have an intro, the hello, ladies and gentlemen, but my outro is completely different every time. Indeed.